Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be testing out the new Berkley Nessie. So this bait does have a bit of controversy around it. We'll get into that throughout this video, but I really want to give a huge shout out and thank you to my buddy Ryan Yin. He got a couple of these and he said he'd give me one, so I traded him a glide bait for Berkley's new soft plastic glide. He posted a video on this as well. He actually had all three sizes. I believe it's 5, 7, and 9 inch, and he hooked me up with one of the 9 inches. So I am really looking forward to testing this thing out. I'm gonna go ahead and rig this up, throw the GoPro on. We're gonna take a look at the boat of the week. We're gonna get fishing. Welcome back to Boat of the Week, where we take a look at one of the boats from our friends over at Angler's Choice Marine. So quickly, before we take a look at the boat, if you're not familiar with Angler's Choice Marine, they're the largest bass boat dealer on the East Coast. They're the #1 Ranger and Triton dealer, and they have over 600 new and used boats in stock right now. All three locations have certified Mercury Marine techs for your service and rigging needs. They carry new and used electronics from Humminbird, Garmin, Lowrance, PowerPole, and more. They have an extremely competitive finance team to help you get the lowest rates on boats, and let's not forget the amazing tackle selection. So now that you're filled in on Angler's Choice, let's take a look at this boat of the week. It's going to be a 2022 Ranger 622 FS Pro. So this boat's 22 feet 10 inches. It's got a 102-inch beam. It's powered by a 400 horsepower Mercury Verado with 60 hours on it, a 15 horsepower kicker next to that, and up front you have a 112 pound thrust Minn Kota Altera. The boat comes equipped with 3 different Lowrance graphs. You have an HDS 9 up at the front, an HDS 12 at the console, and an HDS 12 in the rear of the boat. And as you can see, this thing comes with a full windshield, which is going to keep you dry when you're running that rough water. And also both captain seats up front have suspension systems in them, so you're not going to get jarred around when you end up in the crazy stuff. Now for me, this might be considered a little bit overkill. However, if I had a family or you needed to fit a bunch of people into the boat, this would be my choice. Not only will you have plenty of space, you have so much storage, you've also got the ability to handle bigger water. Not only if you're going up north to fish one of the Great Lakes, but honestly, even here in Virginia. If you got your family on the boat, but you still want to fish competitively or even just be able to fish comfortably, this is going to be something for you. If you have any questions about this boat or you'd like to reach out about it, you can email wwatson@anglerschoicemarine.com. Also, if you remember last week I mentioned the Inflation Buster deals, that's going to be valid for 1 more week. So you guys have 7 days if you're looking at a new Ranger 2023 520R or 521R. I was also just filled in yesterday that the Triton TRX is $8,000 off, and they've got a bunch of other price cuts going on over at Angler's Choice right now. So I'm going to leave everything linked down below. Please go check those out. Now let's get to throwing that Nessie. So to start this review off, I just want to say I have zero affiliation with Berkley, and this is just my take on a bait that I got from my friend Ryan. So this is a 2-ounce, 9-inch soft plastic glide from Berkley. It's going to be $13, which is extremely affordable, and at a first glance, the bait looks pretty clean. I really like this style hook holder. The hardware feels good. The mesh joint feels really good, and it's even got these plastic stabilizing fins so the bait doesn't roll. Having a soft plastic glide is something that I've always wanted to try. I'm a big fan of throwing a mag draft, especially around docks and in clean water, and this I believe is gonna end up working just like a mag draft in the sense that it's gonna have a ton of drawing power, but it's also gonna have a different action to it. So on lakes like Smith Mountain Lake here in Virginia, obviously the mag draft is a huge player, and I think if you're one of the first people to throw this around out there under the docks, it's just gonna give those fish a different look at a similar bait. I haven't thrown it again, so I don't know how it skips, but I'm assuming it's gonna skip really, really well. You can see it has a pretty slow fall rate right there. Very slow. I might have to put a nail weight in the belly. I like them to sink a little bit faster than that. I mean, unless I'm gonna fish it on the surface, which we might do a little bit. Oh wow. Okay. So right now I'm throwing this on one of my swim bait rods. This is a 710 extra heavy. It's actually a pretty forgiving rod though. Like, it's not an absolute broomstick, but it can throw this 2-ounce bait easily. And again, I'm probably going to end up putting a nail weight in the belly. I'll show you when I do that. But overall, with the build of the bait, I would say it looks pretty good, feels good, actually feels really durable. We'll take a look at this a little bit later on. I want to throw this around a little bit. Oh my god, I got one behind it. Come on. Oh, got him. Oh my god, it broke me off. Are you kidding? How, is that a... Are you kidding me? I've never broken 25-pound test in my life, and that is like a very, very clean break. Just tied that knot, it looked good. I guess that's the end of the video. Wow, I am so bummed right now. Well, this just turned into quite possibly the worst review video ever made. That was maybe my 10th cast with the Nessie, and I made a cast up to that point, just right into the grass, started working it out, and I looked for it on the live scope, and as soon as I see it, I noticed there was a big fish trailing it, and hooked him in about what felt like 3 seconds. It was probably like 1. The fish popped off. Came back with a clean break. I don't think it was my knot. I don't know if there's any toothy critters in this lake. Like I've never seen a pickerel or anything like that. They might live here, they might not. It might have been a big bass or even a catfish. I don't know. Still kind of in shock. I've never broken 25-pound test, and I throw way bigger glides on this exact setup. Sorry for the lack of review so far. I think it's freaking awesome. I mean, anytime you can get a bait and catch a fish on it that quick, like, it is an immediate confidence builder in that bait. Let's talk about the controversy of this bait real quick. So there's a company from Japan called Grow Design Works. They make a bait called the Flag. I'll let you guys be the judge. I'll post a picture of it real quick and compare the two. You let me know what you think. Did Berkley rip Grow Design Works off? I don't even want to get in the middle of it. I keep myself free of any drama like that. I don't know. I feel bad for Grow Design Works because they're like a small Japanese company that makes these baits. But on the other hand, it's like, it's a $90 or $80 bait. You can get about 6 of the Berkley Nessies to 1 of the Grow Design Works Flag. Again, I am trying my best to stay out of that drama. I don't know. I don't really know where I stand because I want to be able to fish a soft plastic glide. I've never personally been able to get my hands on one of the flags, but when the Nessies come out, they're probably going to be available everywhere and also at like a 1/6 of the cost. So let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Please don't shoot the messenger. I just wanted to try the bait out. And honestly, if it got bit that quick, I have a feeling it's going to work. I'm kind of pissed because I didn't get a chance to skip it. I really wanted to try skipping it, but I'm sure it would be fine because of how flat that bait is. And yeah, it glided well, like it looked fine. I was trying to figure out like a good cadence for it, but completely unweighted. I didn't add a nail weight yet. It looked like it was okay. Like if you were chopping the reel, the nose did seem like it wanted to come up a little bit, but I think that would have been counterbalanced by that nail weight in the front, and it would have sunk a little bit faster. I don't know. It's been 2 days since I went out and filmed that video with the Nessie, and I still haven't let it go. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think for the short amount of time that I was able to throw that bait around, it proved itself. I look forward to getting another one as soon as I possibly can. When they come out, which I think is going to be in October, they're going to be available over at acmtackle.com, so be on the lookout for that, and I'll definitely be doing another full review video on it. I'm going to make sure to get like 2 or 3 of them so I don't break them off. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Please hit that subscribe button for me. We'll see you on the next one.